Okay, hello, it's LK here. I am, I guess this is my first post on my YouTube channel. This is, the channel is tapped in, and the meaning behind that, I guess, is a philosophy that I sort of live by nowadays. Um, Something that I abide by. I guess, my life. The reason the reason that I came up with that and the reason that I've started this YouTube channel is because I feel like I feel like there's so much potential, so much untapped potential in every human being, and it pains me to see that people are not using their full capabilities. People aren't tapping into their untapped resources, essentially. And I feel like that's I guess the gist of this YouTube channel, and I would like to help people realize that they have so much more to offer the world, if they're not already offering everything they possibly can, and that yeah, man, like I feel like our mission in life should be to use our maximum potential. You know what I mean? Like, we have dreams and aspirations for a reason, right? And that reason, I guess, is to use it and to try to figure out a way to attain those things. Look, I'll be 100% honest. I have no idea what I'm doing, no idea whatsoever. I'm just winging it. You know what I mean? Honestly, this is probably, in the last 2 months, it'll be probably the first handful of times that I've spoken in front of a camera. No idea how to run a YouTube channel. No idea of freaking anything that I'm doing, man. I'm honestly, like, these days I'm just winging life. But I feel like the message that I have is important, and so I guess I'm not going to allow my fear or my anxieties and my reservations to hold me back anymore. For the most part of my life, I was that person. I lived in a shell just because I was scared of what people thought of me. I was scared of failure. I was scared of all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? And I went through a lot of stuff, a lot of adversities, and it was through those adversities that I sort of began to realize what I'm capable of. And what I sort of said to myself is that people should not have to go through that sort of stuff to realize what they're capable of. People should not have to go through the things that I went through, and the things that a lot of people do go through to realize who they are, what they're made of, and begin that journey, essentially. So I'll keep it 100% honest, because that's really what I'm about. You know what I mean? I'm really about integrity and being vulnerable nowadays. And so for me, this journey sort of began while I was in prison. And I think that, I guess, the fact that I was in prison is more important of exactly why I ended up in prison. And I suppose that'll be something for another day, But I spent 3 years and 9 months in prison. And in that time, it was a wake-up call. And for me, that wasn't even my first time in prison. Like, if I'm 100% honest, over the last, I haven't even done the maths properly, bro, but like, if I'm 100% honest, over the last, since I was 17 years old, I think I've spent roughly 18 months out of prison, right? And like, that's the crazy thing. I'm 25 years old now, and it's easier for me to count the time I haven't spent in prison than the times that I have. You know what I mean? Overall, I think I spent. I had there were 4 times that I was in jail, and 4 times I was in jail, and the last time was the most significant. The last one was the punch in the face that I needed. Yeah, most definitely, man. I got slapped with that one, man. And like, look, although I'm not happy with, you know what I mean, like the things that landed me there, I think that was an important obstacle for me. That was something that I needed, and I am. There's definitely a level of gratefulness and gratitude towards that experience, because if it wasn't for that, then I'd still be the useless piece of shit that I was before. You know what I mean? I'd still be seeking validation from people, friends, women, all the rest of it. no goals, no aspirations, and just an insecure piece of shit. You know what I mean? And so I am definitely humbled by that experience, and I use that experience to try to better myself. And sort of the realization that I came to was that like people should not have to go through that to realize, first of all, the blessing in life that we have, right? This life that we have is a blessing, and people, I guess, when you're caught up in like the party scene and that sort of lifestyle, it's hard, like, I guess you take a lot of things for granted, and it's not until you have that ripped away from you and you taken away from your freedom, taken away from you as well, that you, I guess, begin to realize that, like, man, like my priorities were in the wrong place, man. I was focused on the wrong shit, real shit, man. And yeah, man, like, and it's yeah, like they say, you don't realize how much you like something until it's gone, and that's the same for freedom. When your freedom's gone from you, you realize, man, like, I really enjoyed that shit. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, 3 years and 9 months was a lot. It was a lot of time for me to reflect, think, try things, fail, and it was the best experience of my life. And I think it was the perfect amount of time for me to grow, and for me to figure out who I am, and for me to tap into that untapped potential, man. Like, yeah, really, I guess that just full circle comes back around. So I guess that's going to be the gist of this YouTube channel. I'll tell a little bit about my story and all the things that I've sort of gone through. Like, man, honestly, I don't even have a script. Like, I'm just winging it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just speaking, you know what I mean? And like sometimes I haven't figured out how to like coherent my brain yet, to like align the thoughts that I have, you know what I mean? And so sometimes I'll sort of start talking and I'll drift off and start rambling about some other bullshit, you know what I mean? But I guess it's just going to be a part of the process, and I guess I'll learn as I go along how to sort of refine all of that and align everything that I'm thinking of, everything that I'm talking of, be a little bit more coherent with the words that I'm using, be a little bit more I don't know, I guess just effective, you know, with what I'm trying to do. It's all going to be a learning curve, you know what I mean? But I believe in being 2 feet in, no half measures, you know. When you're going to do something, you fucking do it, and that's it. If you have a dream, you have a goal, you have an aspiration, you have something that you think about every single day, something that you go to sleep thinking about, whatever the fuck it is, just fucking do it. You know, just do it. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what you don't know. It doesn't matter any of that stuff, man. Just do it. Make the intention in your heart and just do it. And I guess the universe has got a funny way of of helping you figure it out, essentially. And if you just trust in your abilities to figure it out, I guess the universe will take care of the rest. And you got to have trust in that. This is me, LK, and I'm tapping in. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I was saying. Anyways, I don't have a script, so everything that I believe in speaking from the heart. And look, it may not come out the way that it's intended to come out. It may not come out clearly, or whatever, you know what I mean? But like, I feel like saying it and putting it out there, whatever it may be, is more important than trying to be perfect. I really feel like what I have to say is important. It's important to me to get it out. You know, if I can help one person figure their full potential without having to go through what I went through, then for me that is enough. It's purely enough, you know. And that's why I believe that, like, we go through things in life as lessons for ourselves and for the people that surround us and are in our vicinity, right? Like, you may crash your car, for example, and this is just fucking random. This is probably it's just random anyways. You may crash your car, for example, and for you, and whatever reason that car crash was, right? Let's say you're on your phone, you crash your car, right? For you, that's a lesson as to not be on your phone, right, while you're driving. it's also when you tell your friends and family about it, for them as well, that becomes a lesson. You know, it becomes apparent that you should not use your phone whilst you're driving. You know, I guess that's just a small example. You know, but that's I really believe firmly that we go through things in life, and they're not lessons just for us; they're lessons for everyone, the people around us. All right, and I feel like that. I went to prison as a lesson for myself. I went to prison, I guess, because I was lost. I was a lost human being, right? I had no purpose, no direction, no sense of who I was, all the rest of that, you know. And that was a lesson that I needed to wake up and figure out who I was. But also, I feel like I want to use that as a lesson to the people who need it, man. You know, like, yeah, really, the people who need it, and people who need it most, who I feel need to realize what they're capable of doing, what they're capable of, and help them tap into their potential, right? And so yeah, this is my first post. I'm just gonna do one post a week for now. I told myself that I was gonna do it on Saturday, and like we just finished doing a CrossFit session, just across the road, across from. I'll see if we can. So I'm at the State Library at the moment, in next to the Cultural Centre in the city, and just over there at QUT, there's a calisthenics sort of park, calisthenics or whatever the fuck it's called, calisthenics park, where I do sessions every Saturday, 7 a.m. And so I was just finished that. It was an intense session, to be honest. It actually took maybe like an hour for me and the two boys that I was with. It took them roughly an hour 45 minutes each, and I just finished that. And I said earlier this week that I'm going to set this YouTube channel up and what's it called, and do my first recording on Saturday. And so I finished the session. I was tired, man, and I wanted to go home, and I remember saying to myself, like, if I go home, I'm not going to do this, you know what I mean? I'm definitely not going to do it. And so I said, fuck it, man, I still haven't even gone home yet. I haven't eaten yet. I'm freaking hungry. But this is more important to me. This is a lot more important to me. And so here we go, 2 feet in. Anywho, I don't know how that video was. I don't know if you rate it, whatever, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's there now. I'm posting this. This is the beginning of Tap In. Stay posted, man. Let's go.